Hi and welcome back. I'd just like to do some quick comparisons on the Dinkies and the Matchboxes of the same models in the Army series. There's the Matchbox Austin 200-gallon tanker, and they actually have that on the bottom cast in, whereas the Dinky, they've just got Army water tanker. They don't commit to a name like Austin or anything. But it's quite well done. It's got the spare and the general service decals. One on the rear fender, one on the front. Has a driver. Also has windows, which marks it as post 1961, which is when Dinky started putting windows in their vehicles. Next, I'd like to do the Scout cars. There's the Matchbox Ferret Scout car, and you can tell by looking that these are different manufacturers in real life. There's quite a difference in the front end. And Dinky marks theirs Scout car, number 673. It's got the armored core decals and a driver. Both very, very nice models. Here we go. Matchbox and Dinky. Matchbox marks its Saracen personnel carrier and armored personnel carrier on the Dinky. No names. It's got the armored core decals. It's a nice model too. And what's next? Here we have the Scamel recovery vehicle and the Matchbox version. Whereas Matchbox gives the name of the truck, Dinky just puts recovery vehicle or recovery tractor. But it's nice. It's got the spare on the back. Got the winch and hook. Crank. You can crank that up, and this little cam here releases the strings to get some slack. Hook up the vehicle. Driver. It's an impressive model though. No windows, so pre-61. Actually, they both did a good job on this one. And next I think I'll do the RAF Refuelers, Matchbox and Dinky. Pressure refueler, Dinky's marked. This one's quite play worn. They're hard to find to begin with, but to find them in really good shape, you almost got to get them in the box. I can't really afford that now. But it's good, it's displayable, it sits in the case nicely with all the rest of the Dinky military. Matchbox general service lorry, and I don't really have what you'd call a general service lorry with Dinky, but I've got what they call the Army wagon, and I believe it's a Bedford. It's one of my favorite Dinky Army toys. I had a couple of those when I was a kid. And again, the rear canopy comes off. And it's got holes in the seats. You can fit 10 figures in there, seated figures. Driver, no windows, pre-61. And that's a Foden lorry. And I don't know the maker of the Matchbox, or what it depicts, what make. But in real life, probably the same size, or approximately. And come to the tank retrievers, tank carriers, Matchbox, there's the Dinky Centurion, Dinky Super Toys 651 Centurion tank. Well, they actually named it there. Tin plate base. Thornycroft Mighty Antar, and they named this one too. Driver, no windows. These ramps fold down. Tank will drive right on there. You know, a couple of guys had these when I was a kid. They weren't cheap toys, and nobody really had them. There were very few kids that ever got that one. And that came in this box. So all in all, they're Matchbox and Dinky are both impressive in their military lines. Dinky was more, they made a lot more of it than Matchbox. Matchbox was fairly short-lived. They did make a few in the 70s and things, but nothing compared to the earlier stuff. Dinky, they had quite a wide range of military up into the 70s, and they got into their aircraft and stuff. Their bigger aircraft, they did a real good job. Anyways, that's the end of the Dinky and Matchbox comparisons on the military. Thanks for watching.